Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So we're carrying on with the summer capsule content. Sorry again if I still sound a bit stuffy in my nose, but apparently I caught myself a lovely sinus infection that I've been trying to beat since my last video. So I'm doing better now, so it's all good, but still don't sound completely like myself. You guys will have to bear with me throughout this video as well. Hopefully it's all better in my next video. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 5 easy tips on how to look stylish and stay cool during the warmer summer months. As a disclaimer, I do live in Scandinavia. I live in Denmark to be more precise, so obviously the weather here is not necessarily the most hot weather that you'll find on the planet. We do have some rather hot summer days throughout the summer season. So these tips that I'm about to share with you definitely work for me and probably for most people who live in like the northern hemisphere. For very warm climates, there will probably be some of the outfits that I'm showing in this video that will be too warm for you, so you'll have to adjust accordingly. In any case, I think most people, even those of you living in really hot climates, will be able to take some inspiration from some of the tips that I'm about to share with you in today's video. So with that small disclaimer out there, I think that we should just get straight into the video. So the first tip on how to look stylish in hot weather is, of course, flowy fits. This all comes down to personal taste. If you do like those slightly more flowy fits, slightly more oversized fits, this will come very much in handy for you during the warmer months, because obviously when you're wearing something that is not too tight fitting, it will be more breezy. If you like more of a snug fit and generally like to dress in more slim fitted items, there will definitely be another way for you to work around that, which will be, for example, looking at the material, and that's something that we're going to get more into later on in the video. For like a flowy fit, I would recommend something like the shirt I'm wearing today. This is from Colorful Standard. It's made in organic cotton, like a really breezy Oxford material, very casual as well, which is something I appreciate myself. I love a good crossover between something casual and something classic like this. Also have it in this lovely dusty olive color, so these will definitely be go-to staples for me during the summer. So something else for like a flowy fit would be something like this dress right here. So essentially this is sort of like an A-line fit dress. It's just really nice and breezy. Same with the sleeves here, they're sort of like fluted. So again, there's a lot of room underneath the armpits there. So even though it's quite a dark color, it will keep me rather breezy and cool during summer. Like I just mentioned, something else you could pay attention to, and something I think in general is quite important to pay attention to, especially when being able to regulate your body temperature and dress accordingly for the weather, is materials. Of course, the number one material you want to be looking for is linen. Now, linen is a material that is often highlighted as a good and functional fabric for the summer season, and with good reason, because it is really breathable, it's very easygoing, and it will allow you again to adjust your body temperature if the weather's really hot. As an example, I have this lovely light blue linen shirt from Power of My People. You might have seen this in my summer capsule video as well. So linen is definitely a good fabric to go for. One thing I want to mention about linen is, of course, that it has a tendency to look very casual. So often when you look at items made in linen, they will have a certain structure to them, depending of course on the weave of the fabric, but in many cases it will add a slightly more casual touch to the pieces that you're wearing. And if that's not really your thing, or if you work in a work environment where you need to look a bit more formal, a bit more strict than that, I will definitely recommend you to go for something like Tencel or Lyocell. It's basically the same thing. Tencel is just like the branded fabric name. As an example, again, I showed you that navy blue dress before. That's actually made in Tencel, so super breathable. I have another example here. These are a pair of Tencel shorts. And you can almost see it on the camera there that the light is kind of catching onto the fabric. They look a bit more shiny, they look a bit more polished than linen does. Linen has a lot more of a like matte finish to it. So I would say, again, if you want something slightly more polished, definitely try going for this kind of material, because it's very breathable, it's very airy as well. and it feels very lovely on the skin, especially during those very hot months. It's super soft. This army green dress, or khaki green dress, is also made in tencel, so another piece that is quite breezy and quite airy, and on top of that it also has a slightly more relaxed fit, so again that will allow me to stay nice and cool and breezy during those really hot summer days. Another alternative to linen, if you don't want to go full on linen for the summer season, is of course organic cotton, and preferably something in a lighter weight. So I just mentioned these two shirts, the dusty olive one and then the one that I'm wearing today. These are not particularly light, they're not super heavyweight either, so I think this is a nice crossover piece. Something that you can actually wear all throughout the year. If you live in a very hot climate, these might be a tad too hot for you during the summer season, or during the warmest months of the year. Because cotton is obviously a natural fiber, it does make it more breathable as well. So generally try to go for natural fibers and natural materials as far as possible, because these will generally be more breathable as well. So that's also going to be quite nice when the weather is really hot. And then I do also have a blazer here, which again, this is probably one of those pieces that will be too hot to even wear during the warmer periods of the year for some of you, depending on where you live. In Denmark, the weather will get kind of in between from time to time, which means that on some days I might be able to wear like a pair of shorts and a blazer on top. So the reason why I wanted to mention this blazer is actually because many blazers are made in something like polyester. Now, polyester is not very breathable. Essentially, polyester is plastic. Just imagine being wrapped in a plastic bag. Your skin won't really be able to breathe. And that's basically the same when you're wearing something in 100% polyester. This blazer is from Theory, and it's actually made in wool. A very, very thin kind of wool, so it's not like a heavy winter wool blazer. It's very thin, and wool is actually another quite nice and quite breathable material. And again, if you go for this really thin kind of wool, this very lightweight kind of wool, it will actually allow you to stay nice and breezy during summer or spring even. And then also the linen is made out of cupro. Cupro is also more breathable than polyester. So I just wanted to mention this blazer because it's definitely worth thinking about the material. A blazer is not just a blazer. Tip number 3 is to go for lighter colors. Now I do have some black in my wardrobe. I think most people do. I do have some navy as well, which on really hot days will of course absorb the light and make you feel more warm. So what you want to do is to go for lighter colors, which will essentially reflect the light and keep you cooler. Something like this lovely soft purple that I'm wearing today. We have the blue, dusty olive here. Then we also have white, so a pair of white jeans are perfect for spring and summer, I think, again because it looks more light and fresh and crisp, which is perfect for the summer season, but they also reflect the light and keep you a bit cooler. And then I have a pair of beige shorts here, which is essentially the same thing, and generally I think beige is a nice alternative to black, especially during spring and summer. And I think I mentioned this in my summer capsule video as well, because especially if you're wearing a color like the shirt I'm wearing today, of course I could wear a black bottom or pair that with some sort of like a black layer. But black does sometimes have a tendency to drain other colors and make the whole thing very heavy. Which if that's a look that you're going for, then that's great. But if you want to keep things more airy and breezy and again reflect the light a bit more, I think beige is a nice alternative to those slightly more dark colors. Tip number 4 is to translate your favorite basics into summer alternatives. Now this might sound a bit fluffy. Well, let me give you guys a couple of examples. So I had a client recently, I did a wardrobe review for a client recently. She had a dominantly casual style personality, but she did enjoy giving her outfits a bit of an edge. She has this passion for rock and roll, she loves going to like rock concerts, and she definitely had a passion for this slightly more edgy way of dressing as well. So basically she wanted to be able to translate her love for wearing something like a biker jacket into something a bit more summer appropriate. Obviously it will be too hot sometimes to wear a biker jacket during summer. So my tip for her was to, for example, go for a pair of studded sandals during the summer. That way you translate your biker jacket into another edgy piece, but just something that will keep you cool at the same time. To me, personally, a way of translating my favorite staples into summer pieces would be something like a denim skirt. This is quite a good example. I love wearing jeans. I wear jeans probably 90% of the time all throughout the year. Obviously, when it gets really hot, I won't be able to wear my jeans. So a denim skirt is a nice way to still get that denim, still get that texture of a pair of jeans, still add something that is quite casual to my outfits, but just in a summer version. Something else that's super easy is to wear a really simple outfit, maybe just like a thin cotton t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and then adding something like a straw bag like this one. This is a thrifted straw bag with some straps that I've actually attached myself just to make it look a bit more chic. Adding a bag like this to any outfit will instantly make it more summer chic. So that's another really easy way of turning your favorite basic outfits into something that's more summer appropriate. So the final thing that I wanted to mention for today, and this is something I did mention in a recent video as well, which I'll link right here, 5 styling hacks that everyone needs to know. And the item that I'm talking about is my drywear t-shirt. This is looking quite worn out now because I have worn it quite a lot. I actually think it's inside out as well. I'll show you some more proper footage in the cutaways. Essentially what we have here is a fitted t-shirt from a brand called Drywear. This is made in model. I'm not sure how you say that in English. Model, maybe? I'm not sure. But in any case, it's a really stretchy, breathable kind of fabric. And the cool thing about this t-shirt is that it has an extra layer here underneath the armpits, which will keep you 100% free of sweat stains. And it really does work. Like, it works better than those disposable no sweat pads that you can put into your tops. And of course, this is super cool during the warmer months, especially if you're wearing something like the shirt I'm wearing today. If you're really hot, that will instantly show. But then you can wear something like this t-shirt underneath and that will protect you from sweat stains. And again, the cool thing is that it's a very thin, very stretchy, comfortable, breathable kind of material. If it's really hot, it might be a bit too hot for something like this. You'll kind of have to test it out. But I've definitely been able to wear this even on the slightly warmer days and I've been fine. Drywear is a Danish brand or Danish company and I haven't been able to figure out if they ship internationally. I have found a European alternative, which I'll link down below, and I'll see if I can find something similar for those of you living in the US. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description down below. So there you have it, guys. 5 easy tips on looking stylish in hot weather. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Really hope you found, if not all of these tips, then at least some of them useful. I'm definitely more excited about summer styling than ever this year. I think I've really managed over the last couple of years to translate my favorite basics from like autumn, for example, which is one of my favorite seasons to dress for. I've really managed to sort of translate some of those pieces into summer staples. I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always. Give me a thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe as well for more capsule wardrobe content, more videos and more content in general about making the most of your wardrobe. Take care and I'll see you all very soon with another video. Bye guys.